Good morning everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setup for today. So still very much in sideways action at the moment, and you can see this area where we are playing at the moment has some serious significance for the DAX. We are in between the moving averages and underneath the 155 EMA, so that in itself is a bit of a challenge. So normally, when this happens, you are clearly in a range. Look at the oscillators; they have crossed over on the 8 hour and are pointing to the upside. I suspect we are going to get some form of a break to the upside fairly soon. 3 hour, so pretty much the same price action as what it was on Friday. Still stuck inside this range, and I suppose it would be wise just to put the low of the range in as well. Not so keen on the oscillators, getting mixed vibes from pretty much the S&P and the DAX at the moment, where you have bullish trends on some time frames and bearish trends on other time frames. So bearish view here is on the hour and on the 3 hour. We've got a crossover of the moving averages, of the oscillators, and we're pointing down. We also have a crossover of the moving averages, which is kind of brewing. I want to see all three of them pointing to the upside. Nothing there yet. So I think the wise decision here would be to wait. And I just want to line up. So there is a level right here at 14,512, and then there's another one right here at 14,491. So I wouldn't be too surprised to see some sort of consolidation in this area in amongst the moving averages, and then a decision whether it's back to the bottom of the range or moves to the top. Well, not to the top, but a break of the range. And it's going to be messy because you've got all these tails here which would offer some form of resistance. I seem to remember a gap up here somewhere. I think it's right here. Let's just put that in, and we can just have a look on the 15-minute. No gap. Okay, so but what we do have there is a little bit of structure. Okay, so looking at the 15-minute, you can see we've sort of grouping to the downside. Could be the start of an upward trend. Look, we are above the moving averages. Moving averages have crossed over and pointing up slightly. So watch out for 14,512, 14,500 area, 14,491. If we do get into that area and we start getting some kind of opportunities, some kind of price action that says we are looking to move up. And remember, that is inside bar like that, or engulfing bars, or inside bars, engulfing bars, off a level, pin bars. That's what you're looking for. So you need to see that kind of structure off a level, and your oscillators are grouped to the downside as well. Always the opportunity for the long, and you can see it depends how you took it. If you took it on the level, you could have had a 30-point stop loss roughly, or you could have had a 100-point stop loss for taking it on the break for a move to the upside. Anyway, that's kind of the view that I've got at the moment. So pull back onto structure, and then you're looking for this 14,624. So in other words, let's say we do get a move down here. You can either take it there with a wide stop, so that would be 75 points. It's not so wide. 230 points, so almost a one-to-one, just a bit better than one-to-one trade, which is nothing wrong with that. And so that's the first trade. Otherwise, you are looking for a clear break of this area up here at 14,624. I suspect we're going to sort of range about and muck around until sort of later in the session, or possibly later in the week. I think we're back in the DAX range type mode. So I think for me, pay attention to it during the European Open. That first hour of trading will probably be an opportunity to jump in on this. Could be just the validation of the crossover. So in other words, back here, test the moving averages and then move. That would be ideal. There's also a trend line break here, and I'll just draw it in. So we spoke about it yesterday. There is the trend line break. Got a rejection off back. So that also means I'd prefer to see a pullback onto that, and that pullback would be relatively deep. So be cautious with this. I think Even the S&P, what we've seen this morning, it's a little bit tired, so we need to wait for a little bit more structure there as well. So just pay attention. I think all the indexes are going to be exactly the same. We are going to be looking for some kind of validation. So in other words, either a bigger range or some consolidation pattern. Let the oscillators ease off, and then we're looking for opportunities to buy into them again. Hope it helps, and we will catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.